Hello, and welcome to the Eccentric Hammock. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is there a burnout video in a hammock video? Well, you see, I was at a 4-H fundraiser, and it was a classic car, truck, tractor, monster truck, and craft show combined. And I got bored, and I just happened to bring a hammock. And the whole point of the eccentric hammock is to show you guys that you can have a hammock anywhere you go. You just have to get creative enough about it. Now, I can't use the original audio because there's a lot of music in here that would demonetize, and I also don't have any idea what people were saying in the video, so I didn't want to get flagged because of anything crazy like that. So I'm just going to do a voiceover. We'll see what happens. If we like it, great. If not, well, then we don't have to do it again. So here I'm showing you exactly the setup. I have it attached at the top of my ladder rack, and then I have it attached at the back of my trailer. This would have worked out really well, and you'll see that bar right there that I just showed that's kind of bent. That was our main issue. So you're going to see me all excited to get in there to try it out to prove that I just did something really cool. And there goes the wind from my sails. I am falling to the ground. So, yeah, that bar is bending further. If that bar was straight, I promise you it would have worked out well. But it's an old trailer, it got bent up a lot, so the structural integrity of the steel is not there. But this goes to show that just because you guys are somewhere out and about doesn't mean you can't have a hammock. Like, there's a bunch of trees in the background that I could have used for hammocks, but that's no fun. That's not part of the eccentric part of eccentric hammock. I want to do things different. I want to show that you guys are not limited to anything but your imagination. So my bit of advice or my bit of wisdom for this video. I don't have any political biases because I don't feel like I'm anywhere on the political spectrum other than maybe a reasonalist where I reasonably rationalize everything that I see and say and do, and if it doesn't make sense, then I don't fall for the BS. However, the one thing I want to discuss is school dress codes. Back to school has started. I'm already hearing rumors of girls being sent home from school for inappropriate dress codes, and I just wanted to give my perspective on it and maybe hopefully get some more people to follow along and back me up on this. So, my perspective is this. It's not about the boys. The schools blame the boys because nobody wants to take responsibility for their actions or for why they're actually doing something. Everyone just wants to blame everybody for everything. Well, the real reason that schools have dress codes is because schools are there to create the next firefighter, the next police officer, the next doctor, the next trash collector. Like, that's why schools are designed to be the way they are. That's why they're an 8-hour day or almost. That's why they have a scheduled lunch break. That's why they have everything that they do. Well, I don't see very many doctors in yoga pants and sweatshirts operating. I don't see a whole lot of lawyers in the courtroom in yoga pants and a spaghetti strap shirt. Well, why is that? Well, it's because when you work in different fields, you have different dress codes. I work in the maintenance industry, but I work at a bread manufacturer. We make bread. Well, I also own a farm. If I wore whatever clothes, whatever boots I wanted to my job, and they were covered in cow manure, would you want to eat that bread? Probably not. So that's why places have dress codes. That's why manufacturers of foods have dress codes. That's why doctors and lawyers have dress codes. That's why police officers have dress codes. So that's why dress codes are important. Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with the boys. Like, they're just using them as scapegoats. That's literally it. There's nothing that has to do with them being distracted. And the schools don't want to tell you it's because it's getting prepared for the workforce, because look at today. There are so many people that have at-home jobs that can wear yoga pants all day and a spaghetti top shirt all day and have zero issues, because they work from home. They have a webcam in front of them to show. Like, they might just be on the phone all day, and you never know what they're wearing. But if you want anything where you have to go out into public, you've got a uniform. Walmart has uniforms. Aldi's, gas station workers have uniforms. Like, go places, you'll see everyone had a uniform. My father and grandfather both owned small businesses, and they had uniforms for their employees, and they wore them. That's just how it is. So I don't see why we have so many parents going crazy about this uniform issue for school. Like, I'm not saying that I think schools should have uniforms, because I understand the importance of individuality in people, but a dress code is there for a reason. Like, a code of conduct is there for a reason. If Billy slaps Susie, do you want him to just brush it off? No, you want him to do something about it because it's in their rule book. Well, the dress code's in the rule book, so they're going to do something about it. But without being political, without being sexist, racist, none of that garbage, when you get down to the brass tacks, the reason that schools have dress codes is because the real world has a dress code. You would not show up to a court case in a spaghetti top and leggings. You would not show up at your job as a doctor, a police officer, whatever, and expect to work in yoga pants and a spaghetti top or a V-neck or whatever. Like, yes, there are some industries where that is okay and acceptable, but the majority is not. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you didn't mind the car show in the background and the different video. Let me know what you guys think, if you want me to do more like this, less like this. If you guys want me to do more common sense things, like this school dress code, or if you just want me to give motivational stories or just a little bit of thoughts that I had. Like, I listen to a lot of Paul Harvey stuff, and he's really good. I've listened to, I don't want to call them only Native American stories, because they could have come from anywhere, but they're traditionally told in a Native American way, just about life in general, just things to think about and maybe change in your life if you really want to see the change. So, but please let me know. I actually love doing these videos, and I love hammock camping, and I want to give back to my community, even if my community is thousands or hundreds of thousands of miles away or whatever. I'd still like to try and help out anybody that I can. So thanks for watching, and let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.